What you making, DIYers? It's Walker with DIWHY.LIFE. And in this episode, we've got another wireless microphone unboxing and review. It is raining microphones. This is the Lensgo Duo wireless microphone system. Let's take it out, see what's inside. Ew, it's all greasy though. I don't know what got on this box, but I hope the grease isn't coming from the inside. I guess we'll find out in about 2 seconds. A couple of tape cuts and voila, we are in. Oh good, it's not coming from the inside. I don't even want to know what that is, but see you later. So here it is, pretty small. As expected, you know, these things are getting smaller and smaller and better all the time, and more cost effective. I want to thank Lensgo for sending this out to me and giving me the opportunity to take it out to the field and give it a spin. All right, opening up the box. We are greeted with a large case. Oh yes, it's white and it has all of the microphone elements inside. Now, one of the cool things I really like about this microphone is it has 2 transmitters and 1 receiver. And I'm gonna do some guitar playing and singing, hopefully later. And I'm gonna have my vocals mic'd with one and the guitar mic'd with the other. That way you can get some, you can have some control over the levels of each. So we'll see. And we got some adapter cords and cables. Probably a USB-C charge cord. Another really cool feature about this microphone is the case is the charger. So you put all the units in the case, you plug the case in, and boom, all of your pieces get charged all at once. It's pretty ingenious. You can see this is the receiver, since it doesn't have the dead cat on it. It has a magnetic and a clip, which I believe goes into your hot shoe quite nicely. And here's one of the transmitters. It's got the dead cat on it right now. Now, one thing I was a little concerned about with these things is they're kind of big, and you don't necessarily want to have this big giant thing clipped onto your shirt. It's a little distracting, in my opinion. I could probably get away with it a little bit more because I'm wearing this, my signature bandana here. I might be able to like tuck it. You can still totally see it. Tuck it in my bandana, but it is kind of a big thing. But it also has a microphone input where you can plug lav mics directly into the transmitter, so you can make it more, you can conceal the microphone a little bit better. Let's get this thing powered up, and I'm using the Sennheiser G3 right now, so let's go ahead and swap out the systems and give it a test. We are switched out. We're no longer using the Saramonic. We've got this thing live now, so tell me what it sounds like. Put the comments in the below. Tell me if it's better than the Saramonic or maybe not quite as good. Let me know. The levels seem pretty good. I didn't do any kind of setup whatsoever. I literally powered them on, plugged them in, and hit record. I didn't have to touch any settings or any levels or anything, and from what I can tell, it seems to be recording at a good level, just straight out of the box. Like I said, the unit itself is a little large to be wearing on the shirt, but you can use wireless, you can use lav mics with the wireless system. Actually, let me grab some lav mics I have laying around here and we'll test those out. Let's see, I may need to use, this has TRRS, so I may need to use the TRS adapter. Possibly. I guess we shall know in a second. All right, let's take the muff off this thing. Sorry if it peaks on you guys when I do that. And let's go ahead and try plugging in the wireless. I mean the lav mic. So that should have made a popping sound, and let's see. Yeah, I can see on the levels that the lav mic is now feeding the signal. How does this sound? This is a, what is this? I think it's like a Dutch Brothers microphone. I got it off Amazon for, I don't know, 25 bucks or something. It's pretty cheap, but it's a pretty decent sounding lav mic. I can put the description actually below, as well as the Lensgo, all the links for the Lensgo, and I'll put these microphone links in the description below. Let's pull this one. Try another one. It seems to like the TRS adapter. All right, let's plug this one in and see how it sounds. Oh, forgot the adapter. All right, yeah, I can tell that this one is now working. How does this one sound? Any better, any worse? This one I can tell you is a, what is it called? Power DIWHY microphone. I got this one also off Amazon. I think it was, I don't know, 25, 30 bucks, something like that. So yeah, these things are available to work with the system pretty easily. I was surprised. I keep forgetting I'm running off this thing, so I got to hold it. Here, let me unplug it. Pretty surprised at how easy it was to use other microphones. I didn't have to use, actually did have to use an adapter, but I guessed that was the right adapter to use. They'll both transmit their signals to the receiver. The receiver has a stereo and mono switch on it, which you can choose to either mix the signals or keep them separate. If I were you, I would always keep them separate. I wouldn't mix them ever, because why would you? That way you can control the levels of each microphone independently. One may be a little bit more sensitive than the other, so you always want to have that flexibility. Another neat little feature with these microphones is they have a micro SD slot. They call it a TF slot. That must be a Chinese thing or something. But you can put a micro SD card in this thing, press and hold the record button, and it will continue operating like a wireless microphone, sending its signal to the camera, but it will also be recording on the internal micro SD card as a backup. So if you are kind of a stickler for backup audio, these are great for that. It says operating range 70 meters. What is 70 meters in feet? 230 feet about. Why don't we take them outside? I'll grab my e-bike and we'll see what the dead cat, the muff, see how that performs under windy conditions, and we'll also see how far this thing will transmit a solid, good sounding signal. All right, let's go outside. All right, we're here outside. I've got my Jax Rev e-bike. If you haven't seen my videos on the Jax Rev, check those out here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna ride this thing around while we got the microphones going, and we'll see how the dead cats cut out the wind, and also what kind of range the transmitter and receiver have. I'll go about halfway, and then I'll go all the way down, and then we'll see how far it takes to lose signal. All right, let's go. Definitely going. Oh, dang. I haven't ridden this for a while. And my are low. Probably a little dangerous. All right, let's go on to the next distance. Other distance. All right. Can you hear the muscle car in the background? All right, well, this is I don't know, this is probably maybe 200 feet. Losing some signal for sure by now, if at all, range of this microphone. So you probably can't hear a darn thing I'm saying, but we'll make our way back and then we'll see where the signal comes back. How's the dead cat doing? Is it keeping out the wind noise nicely? I guess we'll see when I get to post. We'll just fix it in post. You know the old saying. No, this thing skids actually pretty good, probably because it weighs like 90 pounds. All right, let's get this footage. Let's get some of this footage back in the studio and see what it sounds like. So I just got back from riding the bike, and I checked the audio on the clip, and it seemed like it did cut out at about 200-ish feet. So if you're going to go beyond 200 feet, you definitely don't want your talent turning away from the camera, because that definitely messes with the signal. If they're more than 200 feet away, you're going to want to have them facing the camera at all times. Otherwise, you could lose your signal. But if you've got micro SD cards recording as a backup, then you don't have to worry about anything. You could go to the other side of the planet, and in theory, as long as it's got power, it's got memory, it's got storage space, it'll record. So now I don't know why in my 15, 20 years of doing videography, I can't remember a time where I've had to record audio of somebody that was farther than 200 feet away from me, but maybe you do something like that where it is important. So that's about the limitation on these wireless systems. The Lensgo wireless system, and it's model 348C. I'll go ahead and put the link in the description below so you can link to that. Check it out. Let's do some cleanup, man. There's a kind of a mess in here. Okay, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna grab my guitar, and we'll try miking the guitar and my vocals separately with the two transmitters, and we'll see how it sounds. Okay, I got it figured out. So M mixing mode means that it mixes the signal from both transmitters into the stereo signal. So if you want separate control of each transmitter, you're going to want to do stereo mode. So you can see here, it's a little bit louder in the right channel. And now here, it should be a little louder in the left channel. Yeah, we got separate channels. I'm just going to try clipping this thing onto the guitar. That's probably still a little too hot, but we can always adjust that in post and see if we can get it to equal out. All right, let's try a little revolution here. Okay, real quick, let's go into the panner here in Premiere and set it to something like -80. That'll give me more volume on the vocal mic and less volume on the guitar mic. You tell me that it's evolution. Well, no, we all want to change the world. All right, that's about as far as I'm gonna go because I don't know the rest of the song, and I'm not so good at that. So I hope you enjoy this video unboxing and review of the Lensgo wireless microphone system. Please, if you like this button, hit those comments. Yeah, you know what I mean. If you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and please leave a comment or question below, and we will see you next time.